Hey Inspire Random, in this video I'm going to be talking about conditioning. Conditioning versus potential and how you can condition out from yourself the best possible results in any field of your life. By the end of this video, you're going to be finding yourself saying, it's not the potential, it's the conditioning. It's not the potential, it's the conditioning. And I'm going to be backing this up. Personal examples and stories of how I condition various things out of myself, my daughter, and I'm going to show you how you can do the same things through techniques, ideas, and action plan. You're going to be fully equipped to reinvent yourself to get these results that you've always wanted out of your life. This is a table tennis video clip of me and my daughter playing during the weekend. Fun fact, we only played for 23 months. 8 months ago, not only the champion of her school, she was also the champion of private schools within the district. And right now, she's already reached a club level. All this in under 2 years. So, was it because of talent? When I analyzed this, there was something my daughter said a few days ago when we were having a chat. She said, the first example of anything I knew was you. I always copied you. I was a competitive tennis player. I was the one teaching table tennis to my daughter in the very beginning. But we also happened to be training table tennis in a place that is run by a national table tennis coach. We constantly rented a table in a place where the level of playing was high. And that was our norm. In the very beginning, when we started playing table tennis, financially I was not doing well. Our only option was to play and figure it out by ourselves. Only later part, we did take some lessons, but not that many. But we had a very strong, supportive environment and a high frequency of success that helped greatly change the results that we got. Because what was normal for us was probably way above other people's normal. The other thing you may have noticed is that my daughter is a very gritty player. She goes for every shot, a go-getter. This has a lot to do with the go-getter behavior that I have generated from myself over the past 18 months or 2 years that I gotten into spiritual self-development and manifestation. I got into self-development about 2 years ago because I was going through so much issues and struggles in my business and also my personal life. The only way that I could cut through all those struggles was to form a set of very strong beliefs and principles that resulted in the grit and excellence that I exhibited in my life. Excellence is about seeing things to completion because everyone can try something, but not everyone finishes. Excellence is finishing stuff. And excellence in sport is not just in getting to the finish line, but it's getting there first. It's not just playing the sport, but it's getting good and winning at the sport. Another reason why my daughter could have gotten good at table tennis in such a short period of time is because she, like myself and a lot of people in my family, have Asperger syndrome. However, that's not necessarily a strength unless you treat it as a strength. Because not too long ago, my ex-wife and my mom have something in common. They both speak about Asperger syndrome like it's a bad thing. They would go, what must you do? How can we fix this? How can you ever be normal? How can the kids ever be normal? I'm so sad that you all have this problem. You're not going to be able to live a normal life. For a long time, I thought that to be true until I realized that many of the world's top entrepreneurs and top leaders actually have Asperger syndrome. Then only I realized that it was a strength. I then found out it provides us with special skills. Pattern recognition, for instance. When I started to tell this to my kids, they also manifested better results in their life. My son became the best in arithmetic, and my daughter, she can pick apart a dance choreography after just watching it once. In fact, she was runner-up for the first dance competition she ever took part in, and right after that, her interest died because it was boring. Now, I'm gonna guide you into how you can use conditioning to bring out the best in you. Get ready a pen and paper, or be ready to pause and re-listen to any part you may have missed, because this is where I'm gonna guide you to bring out the best in you. After all this, I feel that frequency is the number one important thing to condition out success. And frequency is kind of like when you turn the dial on the radio. If you're not on the right frequency for the result that you want, how will you get it? The frequency that you're currently on only will correspond to a certain level of result. If you think in terms of the radio, if you wanted to listen to 97 FM, some of you are millennials and you are not so into all these tuner radios, but I would like to believe that you can understand what I'm getting at. Assuming that you wanted to get to 97 FM, right now you're at 96 96.5. You might hear distortion. Maybe a 96.3 is going to give you some distortion. And you're going to hear a little bit of 97 FM, but more of 96.3. As you tune up to 96.6, then 97 comes a bit clearer. 96.3 you hear a little bit less. 96.8, now you get even clearer, but there's still some distortion. However, you can make out your favorite song. Now we get close to 96.9, it's almost there. There's almost no distortion. 97 is completely clear. You go a little bit further, 97.1, that is a little bit of distortion coming back again. But the point I'm trying to tell you is that if you are on the right frequency, you will get the result that you want. So this is the best conditioning that you can possibly be on. I want you to think of something that you want right now. You can even put it in the comments down below. If it's the new car, the job promotion, the new house, just put it in the comments down below. The first step to frequency is our lens to life. I say this in many of my other videos. Lens is thoughts and beliefs, because these color the world that we see. It helps us to identify information that is suited to us. Our thoughts and beliefs are the way that we can tune in to the things that we want. Thoughts such as, this is easy, I can do it, I think I can win, I think I know a way around this problem, I think I can solve it. Beliefs, I believe I'm good enough, I deserve to be rich, it is my destiny to be successful at this business. These are like thoughts and beliefs that would actually tune you into that goal. Can you imagine if I can't do it, it's too difficult, it's not meant for me? People who accomplish this are from way better families, they have riches in their ancestry, they're biologically meant to do this, and I'm not. This is just wishful thinking on my part. I was only born to make minimum wage. The other aspect is about being a vibrational match, vibrational energy match. Have you ever been to a party and you feel that, oh, this party is so good, and you've been to another party and you find, oh, this party is so dull? Why? Because the party that is good is a vibrational match to the energy that we have inside. Maybe you want to have a great Saturday night and this party has such a good vibe and it's a vibrational match. Maybe you're more into hip-hop, or maybe you like shuffling. If you like hip-hop, the way you dance is more going to be like bouncing. If you go to a party where they're playing hip-hop music and people are bouncing, then the result is that you have a good time. On the other hand, if a shuffler goes to a hip-hop party, maybe it feels a bit strange. But if a shuffler goes to an EDM party and he hears a nice fast beat, he starts shuffling, he meets other shufflers, or maybe they're doing jump style and they have such a nice energy, in fact even a synergy, and the result is, whoa, that's a really good day. We can also say that the actions and results are influenced by the environment. Other people in that environment support you getting into this vibrational match. It's kind of like when you put two tuning forks. Other people have the same vibe. And then there's also the stimulus that engages the five senses. We see a good vibe. We feel a good vibe. We hear the kind of music is a good vibe. And when you're thirsty, you have your favorite cocktail, you taste a good vibe. Imagine you guys all started dancing in your favorite style and you received high fives from others, you received pat on the back, you touch a good vibe. So at this point, lens, thoughts and beliefs, vibrational match, pick the right people and the environment. Like my earlier example, I was saying, my mom, my ex-wife, they used to say, oh no, you guys are Asperger syndrome, you are disadvantaged, how do we fix this? Then me and my kids, we kept thinking, oh, we are disadvantaged, we can't do this, we can't do that, we're gonna be bad at this, we're gonna be slow learners. Until we realized that actually this is our benefit. I have this new conditioning that this is our benefit, all right? If you want to achieve certain things in your life, be around those people that are of the vibration that can bring you that success. People who are already successful. Don't listen to broke people. Don't take advice from broke people. Don't take advice from people who are not successful at the things that you do. What can they tell you about success if they don't even know it or do it themselves? At one point in my life, after I keep getting all this negativity around me and my previous business failed, I would drown myself in alcohol and hang out with degenerates. It was only after I made a decision that I want better than this, broke this trance, and I changed the kind of people and places that I hang out with. And it's interesting how when you hang out with people who are successful, then you begin to feel that it's normal to succeed. They will also give you this idea that it is normal to fail on the first try. It's excellence that makes you want to continue it into a success. The next thing, use visualization. What does the successful version of yourself look like? Who would he hang out with? What kind of activities would he do on a day-to-day basis? What things are good for your benefit and what things are not? Meditate and have dialogues with your highest self. I talk about this in my other videos as well. Watch my video about how to quantum leap too. That's going to help you out on this. Use these ideas as your inner compass. I have something over here. This is a pine cone. Inside of our brain, there is something called the pineal gland. The pineal gland looks kind of like a pine. In recent studies, there is a biomineralization that goes on inside of our brains. We actually have 20 micron sized crystals in the pineal gland. These are capable of piezoelectricity and they also have capabilities in electromagnetism. These crystals are highly symmetrical and harmonic. This coincides with frequencies that have been proven that are good for our various thinking states, such as the frequency of nature 432 Hz or the God frequency 963 Hz. And all these numbers are divisible by 3, which is what Nikola Tesla firmly believes in. Even the perfect human, because of the capabilities in these crystals in our mind, they are resonant. And this is why like attracts like. Why do we feel more drawn to certain things and people? It's because the resonant energy in those things and people, everything contains energy, even inanimate objects. Because objects are simply particles vibrating at a slower pace so that they can be materialized. The matter that we see is 99.99% energy. As you tune your inner compass through lens and visualization, you will have more resonance for the things, places, people that are benefit to you. Over time, you will see how these guide you toward better opportunities and put you in the right places. More synchronicities will happen in your life. It sounds crazy, but it's true. I also want to illustrate the importance of frequency and resonance with another example. Long before things like binaural beats have been around, violin music has been known to be a very good music for study and concentration and research and development, because violin music is calming and helps to promote a state of focus. On the other hand, also suppressing stress and anxiety. My final tool and action for you is subliminal programming. This can be in the ways of subliminal audio, affirmations that we make. It may not be subliminal in that sense, but when you repeatedly do affirmations, you can also watch my video about affirmations, you will have a residual subliminal effect on your mind. If you're doing mirror affirmations every day, you get more and more conviction into the affirmations that you recite, because it becomes more and more a part of your consciousness. And what we're really doing here is to change our consciousness and our paradigm. On the back of my phone, goal card. Goal card. It can be a name card, it can be a loyalty card for a certain food outlet. I like to write my goals on the back of a loyalty card. I put it in a way that I can see it. Why? Because many of us like to put our phones face down on the table during meetings so that it doesn't bother us and we can concentrate on the meeting at hand. But subliminally notice those writings of my goals there. The more I see these things that I want to achieve on that goal card, I get very comfortable, because if I'm doing my affirmations at the mirror, I'm seeing it on my goal card, and maybe I've even recorded affirmations track as well, or subliminal audio. All this contributes to the programming. One more thing that you can do is to have a vision board and look at it often. For some of you who are concerned about people laughing at your goals or things on your vision board, what you can do is that you can also make it the wallpaper of your phone or your computer. And what I did, I saved a whole bunch of pictures that are congruent with the things that I like, I'm passionate about, and I want to achieve, I want to accomplish in this life, or I want to have. Dream house, dream car, the places I want to travel to, the activities I want to do, the future schools I want to put my kids in, what kind of environments that we'll be in, etc. I put them into a folder in my computer. Like most people, I didn't look at it for a period of time. I picked out this picture here to basically indicate that I want my kids to be in the national team. This was a random picture that I found. It so turns out that this guy, who I never knew who he was before, He was playing at a WTT event that my daughter and I went to watch last week. How cool is that? And this other player, who I never knew who she was before, turns out to be Miwa Harimoto, that we also had the opportunity to see in another WTT event that we bought tickets to watch the final. This is why people say be careful what you wish for, because it can turn out true. As you know by now, frequency is so important. That is why I also have an upcoming playlist on this very channel, my YouTube channel, relaxation music, meditative music. Look out for that, because I especially put together some audios and relaxing imagery to help you get into states of focus. You can play this music and save it on your own playlist so that you can repeatedly listen to it if you find that it helps you to get into a good state of mind for your various study, research, homework, concentration, focus, journaling, goal setting, etc. And at the same time, like I mentioned, I also use self-customized subliminal audios. It could be the types that I scripted out something and I hear my own voice along to a music track, or I even sometimes pay for producers to have it like Subliminal, where I do not even hear my own voice, but somehow it's inscribed into the music. I find these to be very beneficial for me. But these cost a fair bit of money. A cheaper option is to buy like a set of audios. What I will have for you free on this upcoming playlist within my channel is just the tip of the iceberg. I have a link for you that you can check out that has purpose-built music for various functions and activities that you may have. It's a lot cheaper than having customized music. Let me know in the comments below, or feel free to reach out to me via my email list. My email is out there. If you're on my list, you can actually email me. You can say, hey, I would like to get some customized music done for me. These are my various aspects that I would like to solve and address in my life. Maybe we can have a short call and then I can help you to plan this out. But at the same time, this is something that you can just buy right off the bat. Music for various foreseeable purposes, and there are voice samples as well. So check this out and apply it straight away. And it's interesting because pineal gland within our brain is actually what helps the third eye. It is the visualization functions of our brain, and the more we use it, the stronger it gets. When you listen to some of these audios, you can literally feel energy building up in certain parts of your body. For example, like the heart frequency, you can really feel that warmth in the region of your heart. In a different frequency, you can also feel as though your pineal gland waking up and suddenly so conducive to imagine and visualize stuff. Do check it out. And give me some comments down below about how I did in this video. How was this lesson for you? And feel free to check out that link. It's a off-the-rack solution to help you get into better mental states with the right audios. And if you're looking for a video to watch next, watch this one about how to quantum leap. Have a great day.